I was playing with ChatGPT through the playground. OpenAI is the window I have open here, the playground. You can type in anything you want and it will generally answer it. It must be really busy. I've never seen this one before, but it's saying it's overloaded with other requests, so it can't answer mine. That's fine, answered a few. The first thing I asked it is, can you control USB devices? To which it said no. And then I asked it in various different ways, and I don't actually think it is currently able to do that. It doesn't matter what you tell it. So I reset it, and I said, can you write me a Python script which listens for voice commands and then types them into the browser, into whatever the entry field that is active is. Because if you could do that, then you can easily write a web page. Literally, you can do it in Notepad in like 5 minutes, that just puts whatever you type into that text box and then runs it. So you can technically control anything that's got a web browser control on it. Some USB devices are controlled like that. So I thought, yeah, that's a good one to do. So here it is. I'm not a programmer. I couldn't tell you whether this will work, but that looks pretty decent to me on the first viewing. So there you go. There's the whole program. I kind of explain that poorly. The first one I asked it is, can you be controlled with voice through the browser? That's how to do it. The second one is, can you control things over the internet? If I give you an IP address, can you write something which takes a text prompt, which I could then get from OpenAI or ChatGPT, put in that text window, and have this send it to whatever IP address I specify, so I can control things remotely with the internet or with Wi-Fi if I can do that. If you think about it, if you can control things remotely with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Ethernet, this kind of thing, and you can voice control things, then you can technically control all your USB devices through that. That's what it came out with, and it looks again pretty good. So I'm not a programmer, I can't test that, but it looks like it will work. But this is where I hit the problem. I said, can Google build me an AI controller software which can just connect to my USB stuff and assist me controlling them, so it can take over if I've got arthritis and I can't finish what I'm doing, can the USB take over, can the AI take over the USB device and finish it for me? Unfortunately, no, they don't do that. But they do offer tools if I want to build those things. And then I thought, well, I don't know how to. Can somebody else build it for me? And that's where I hit the overload. But I'm sure that it could do this. So some things that it thinks it can't do, because it can't do right now, it's like, yeah, it could do that if someone wrote a little piece of software for it. So there's definitely a future in developing ways to make this easier to use. So all the developers that think they're going to be out of work, none of them are going to be out of work. All they're going to do is set up companies and attract other guys that got fired or let go, and they're going to write applications that use the AI, and they're just going to style it out in different ways to make it for different groups of people. So really, the only people that are going to lose out here are people with poor attitudes towards work specifically, because they won't be re-employed. If they've got a bad work history, and there's now millions of people on the market who have got good work history, then they're not going to get a job unless they drop their money down. So they'll miss out. But I mean, everyone else will benefit from this. So I'm just going to reset this and see if it works. But if the server's busy, I'm not going to continue trying it. So why is the server so busy at the moment? I would like to know, please. Yeah, it takes a while when it's busy, so this might drop out and not let it do it. I've got to say though, I've been using it for weeks, and that's the first time I've ever seen that. So there must be something on at the moment. Unless of course Google have just blocked me, I don't know. Unlikely, but you never know. I did actually say to them, that was one of my criticisms, there's no documentation on this, so you've got to do all your own safety testing as if you're an actual threat yourself. You can't do it in a safety mode, or there's no documentation so that you don't have to do it. And then sometimes you get the impression that after you've asked it a certain thing and it said no, it just will refuse to do anything unless you reset the browser. So that's an issue. No, we're not getting anywhere with it tonight. Okay, well that will be the end of this video then, and we'll pick up another time. But yeah, be aware, this is not at its full power, if you like, at the moment. This is not its final form. There's going to be plenty of people out there who could write, I mean, it might even be able to write them itself and then you just publish it. But there's definitely more work to be done with making this accessible, controllable, and easy for people in all the different things it does, because it does so many different things. Like I've made several videos explaining and demonstrating the things that it does. I helped a friend of mine start up a business, and that's currently going quite well. We've done loads of suggestion to the AI for that, and all the stuff it suggested has been useful. So yeah, we'll definitely do some more of that, but that'll be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you next time.